Most parents think the problem is the behavior, the complaining, the shutdown, the resistance. But often, the real problem is our first interpretation of it. And that interpretation determines everything that follows. Recently, my eldest daughter switched from accounting to pure science. New subjects, chapters to catch up, exams in April. She kept complaining, and my mind reacted instantly. Why so much complaining? She chose this. She needs to handle it. That was my first interpretation. That she was being dramatic, avoidant, not resilient enough. Later that night, I went to her room to remind her about chores. She was under the blanket, curled up, very still. Something made me pause. I pulled the blanket slightly. I didn't see laziness. I saw tension. I saw a child holding more than she could manage. I asked, "Are you feeling very stressed?" She nodded. That was the moment. The behavior wasn't the problem. My interpretation was. Complaining wasn't weakness. It was pressure leaking out. Resistance wasn't attitude. It was overload. If I had stayed with my first story, I would have corrected that behavior. Instead, I corrected my lens, and my response changed. Refusal can point to overwhelm. Anger can point to loss of control. Shutdown can point to exhaustion. Define can point to threatened autonomy. Behavior is often the arrow, but we react to the arrow instead of asking what is pointing to. And once we react from interpretation, we escalate. Children don't always have the words to explain what's happening inside. So, behavior speaks first. When we slow down long enough to decode it, we move from, "How do I stop this?" to, "What is this showing me?" That shift changes everything. The problem isn't always your child's behavior. Sometimes it's the story we tell ourselves about it. In the next video, I'll share how to decode what your child can't explain yet.